Yes, people, welcome back to the Treehouse podcast. Myself, Walshy, and today we've got ATilly with us. What you telling me, bro? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, fam. I'm good. Are you?
Yeah, man.
Good,
Chilling.
man. Good.
Chilling. So obviously, for those who don't know, ATilly is an artist. I'm gonna say artist because we'll get onto what he does. It's not just a rapper, or we'll get into that. So yeah, he's from Manchester, originally from Birmingham, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
But you've obviously been in Manny for how long now?
Well, I moved to Manny in 2003, fam. So, what's that? 18 years now. I've been here most of my life, bro. I've been here longer than I was in Brum, innit?
Yeah.
Like, I moved up to Manny when I was 14. You know what I mean? Did a math, innit? You know my age there, you know what I'm saying?
Little exclusives of his age there.
Fucked up there, did I? Slipped up there, shit.
Nah, but yeah, like, obviously, like, because just get that out first, because obviously you have still got the Brum accent.
Yeah.
Well, a bit.
You know what? A lot of people always say it to me, you know, like, there's people who I've known for a minute, but they've just always assumed that I'm a mank, you know what I mean? So when they're, you know, when you think you know someone, but then you sat in a room with them, having a discussion with them, says, that's what a few people who have known for 10 plus years are like, rah, I ain't heard that before. And I'm like, rah, how have you not? You know what I mean? So yeah. I'm a Brummy, still got the accent, you know what I'm saying? But some people do say, nah, it's not that deep. But when I go back to Brum, they're like, where are you from? Same way.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm kind of like
a hybrid.
Outcast, bro. Like,
outcast hybrid, innit? Yeah, because I was going to say, like, there is some things when you're speaking, you can hear the Brum thing, but it's not as prominent as, like, say, like, fucking JK or something, you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out there because some, like you say, people that you even known for 10 years, they even know that about you.
It's just because I'm more a reserved guy. That's what it is, you know. I'm a reserved guy. I'm kind of just a chiller, innit?
Yeah.
I'm not really trying to say nothing unless there's something to be said. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that. So, that was sort of like the first question, but one question that I always ask the guests we have on, bro, is like, how did you get into music? Like, have you been into music from being young? When did you start writing bars?
Oh, bro, like, it's been part of my life from as far as I can remember, innit? Like, from being with my mumsy, innit? Back in Brum, like, listening to old reggae, man, like the Berry Salmons to the Gregory Isaacs, you know what I mean? The Steppers, like, that's why a lot of my music is very bass influenced, because that's what I come up on, you know what I mean? But then I got my big brother, Marcus, innit? Like, he was into his rap and whatnot, and he was showing me, like, Nas, Big Pun, like, most Def and that from when I was like 10, 11.
Them like mid-90s, early to mid-90s sort of rappers.
Yeah, them kind of things, but when it comes to me like getting into music, my first time I wrote like a lyric, it was like everyone wanted to be Eminem, innit? My age as a kid, brother, I was trying to write bars like Eminem, innit? And my mum found the fucking lyrics, bro. I was talking so devious shit like this, I swear to God.
Yeah, because back then Eminem was on crud, innit?
Yeah, them days, the Slim Shady LP days, you know, the Marshall Mathers LP, there's what EP LP, whatever it is, them days there. So that's when I started, bro. Them times there, like, walked in the yard one day, my mum's just like, so my mum was a tough woman, you know what I'm saying? If you messed about, you knew about it, kind of thing. I guess that's why me and my peeps are the way we are. We're tough, like, naturally like that anyway, but we got it from our mum, innit? And she was just like, what's this, innit? And it was just like peak, bro. So yeah, that's where it goes back to the first lyric I wrote. I don't know what I was saying, but I knew it was gonna it could have got me in severe trouble.
Yeah, it's some crud anyway.
So let's call that 20 something years ago, man. Yeah, that was more like intro. But then from that, it's that was like me trying to be that, and then I come to say about 11, 12, then I'm like got my own influences in it. Around these times, that's when it's like garage, you know what I mean? All them times, man, like So Solid, Oh No, 21 Seconds, and then that's when I'm in senior school now. There's a couple of olders around me who did their thing. Now you're looking up to them, want to do that. So yeah, bro, let's call it 20 years, bro.
That is mad. So like when you first started writing bars and stuff, like you say with the garage thing, was it more of like a garage and grime like influence? When you said when you got into like secondary school and you was looking up to, because obviously when you was a bit young you was writing like the Eminem type thing.
Yeah.
So then when you was in high school, did it switch from, you weren't writing the Eminem shit back then?
Nah, you couldn't, in those days, you know what I mean? Like, all your kids are spitting, the garage thing, and you're here trying to be Eminem, like, or write any kind of rap then, like, you rapping in England, them times, like, actual rap wasn't a thing, bro.
Yeah.
You either had a garage MC, from what I remember, innit, from my knowledge, you either had a garage MC, or you had the drum and bass, or the jungle MCs, you know what I mean? Like, but there wasn't any rappers who were really rapping from what I remember.
Yeah, I'm the same. Thinking back, I can't, like you say, real rappers type thing. I
like
can't
you was
think
man
of.
like Rodney P and that, like legends, legends, bro, like pioneers in a sense, like they are pioneers for the UK thing. But it's like, you listen to them to how the UK thing is now. A lot of evolution in it.
Yeah.
Been a lot of evolution. But yeah, them times there, I was just spitting garage, bro. I don't even think grime was a thing then.
Yeah.
It was so solid, Crew, Miss Dynamite and that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Heartless Crew.
You know what I mean?
Like that.
Yeah.
So obviously, bro, like back in the day, obviously this is quite a little. It's flowing nicely. I'm liking this. So you're in high school. You're doing the garage thing and that.
Yeah.
And then you obviously ended up in T.O.C. Like is what I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
So
bro,
like the T.O.C. days, that was more like heavily like grime.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it started.
So was that like the natural progression, like from high school doing the garage to T.O.C?
Because like when when I'm spitting on garage, I'm like my daughter's age. You know what I mean? I'm about 12. Like, and we weren't spitting, bro. Like I was spitting next man's lyrics, bro. I was that juvenile. I had no real knowledge of how things run. You get me? Like you can't do that. Spitting next man's bars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even my older pals, because I'm a babby, bro. These are like 15s and that. Like, because I used to hang about with the olders. I'm trying to get on their sets with them with 3.5, 4 bars and shit. You know what I mean? I ain't even got a full verse, bro. And these men are like, nah, you can't be spitting next man's bars. Like, man, like RD. If anyone wants to look it up, MC from Brum called RD, Power Hill Crew, Passion FM. They were the days, bro. I was recording their sets and cassette, bro, like in my big brother's room, pressing record, because you could just record the radio that. I don't know if you remember.
The two tape decks, and you have to press like play and record at the same time.
Yeah,
innit?
bro.
I remember them ones.
Yeah, like real analog days. Analog days. So that was it. And then from that, naturally, the everything started progressing anyway. And as you're a kid, you're always trying to be on the new trend anyway. Yeah. And then boom, Deezy Rascal pops out of nowhere, innit? And then it's just grime. Everything's grime.
So was that like, I think you said you moved to Manchester like 2003. That was like when, I'm pretty sure Boy in the Corner was 2003.
Yeah, it's about them times. But before that, you had all the Eskimo sets, Slimzy, Wiley, Deezy. Long before Deezy had that Boy in the Corner, bro.
Of course.
The sets, bro, before we even had MP3s, man, it was infrared, bro. Man had like 60 seconds of recording time on the phone. Me and my best mate, Butch, love him to death. We were recording like our best parts of this set in that 60 seconds we had on each of our
just
phones,
to run,
bro.
keep replaying that.
Get
one
me?
bit.
And that's how I got a little rep back in Brum on the manor there, Charmsley Wood, you know what I mean, where I grew up and that. Through that, voice notes, bro. Just putting on beats, spitting on the voice notes, sending that about. Before you know it, man, I got olders in the end, coming like, you know what I mean? Weren't batting an eyelid not long ago, but now man's got a few bars. It's like, he's cool. You know what I mean? So that's when the grime really started happening for me. LimeWire days, bro. Baiting up your PC.
Fucking up your PC, bro.
Like shit, bare viruses, but yeah, bro, that's when the grime happened. But then I moved to Manny, I moved to Manny 2003, but I wouldn't say I wasn't hanging about in Manny, because I was just wanted to be back in Brum, bro.
Missing it when you first came,
Everything I know, like I say, I'm naturally a reserved guy in it, so take a reserved guy away from his family in Brum, put him in a next city where he sounds like an alien. Anytime he speaks, he's like, who's that? Didn't like it, bro, you know what I mean? I'm like, fuck this. So I was just coming up here, going school, going back to Brum on the weekends for holidays and that. That must have been running for about a year. Call it call it when I first met up with Furby in school, say back end of year 10s, mid-year 10s, back end of year 10s, that's when he was just like, I found some fuckers like me, you know what I'm saying? Like, Then he started feeling more like home and that, and then, that's when T.O.C become a thing, bro.
Yeah. So, for the people that don't know, talk to us, who was in T.O.C, how did it start?
The originators.
Yeah, let's
Furby was the glue.
You know Furby, like, shout out Furbs, man, because obviously I know Furbs as well. Like, he was my football manager for a little bit. So, shout out Furbs. But he, I think he mentioned him on here as well, XP. He said that's how Hypes got onto XP. Was Hypes phone Furbs and got XP's number or something. I can't remember exactly. It's in the XP episode we shot with XP. He explains it. And then, like, now you've just said his name, like, and obviously he makes beats and things like that. Like, influential guy in the scene, like,
that's it.
What people might not know about, which is why I'm giving him a little, because obviously you've just said there he's one of the originators of T.O.C.
Bro. For see with Furby, he's one of them. He's a good people person, innit? Whereas I'm good with people when I know 100% you're pretty much a good person. Because we all have them little stand-up things. But Furby can go and just be cool with the ruffian and make him like be chilling. That he's like that. So me being a ruffian, when I moved up, very anti, like in new city. Whoa. You know how it is when you're from one ends to another ends in another city as well. You get me? Can go in many ways, innit? So it's just like, man like Furby is just like, in a sense, brought man in, innit?
Yeah.
And then when I'm chilling with him, me and him are going out, linking up on the weekends, buying bud off man in the manor and that. You all know who it is, bro. We were getting 10 bags, bro. He couldn't even squeeze the top shot, bro. He was just like, yo, take it. It's like the guy had too much, you know what I mean? But me and Furbs then. Furbs would be trying to spit a bar. I'd be spitting bars. And then Furbs is like, yo, Kilo spits too. And then, boom. Then I remember me and Kilo, man, we was on Addison Crescent, bro. Remember where Genie's is, under the bridges, the car parks.
Yeah.
So where me and Kilo started sparring back to back, and then we was like, yo, Furby, we should start a thing, man. Then I come up with a name, Touch Your Class, and then boom. Yeah, we were known in the manor, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, especially South, man. We would do with journeys. Me, Berkey, older man, Berkey, Bailey's, Kilo, Furby, Fitz. We just get on. We was nippers, bro, juvenile. Get bud, buy brandy, jump on the Met, go to that youth centre. Boom, we got off the Met there, go to that youth centre. Just try to fuck up any function, doing what you have to do in that scene, and it's
in that time as well. That's what it was back then, innit?
Yeah, so that's how T.O.C began, bro, man. Like,
There's still some bits as well, like when I've been doing my research, there's a tune, someone's just randomly uploaded it, and it's just like a picture, and it says this was uploaded by, and then like a random email address, and it's like, oh, you man going hard, and it's about 12 years old, you started, it's like A.Tilly, bro, it's proper, bro. I was fucking, because obviously I'm from OT, innit, so like you man grew up on you, man, innit, like yous were a little bit older than me, yous were like you said, you had older man, yous were like, that's what I was like, yo, these man are sick, like, and I know Kilo as well, like local to me as well, like play football with Kilo as well, so sick, like you man were proper, do you know what I mean? Like, and you had your own little, like the work crews back in the day. Obviously everyone talks about Mayhem and Connect 4 and things and crews like that. You man were up there, innit? Like,
that's it. We were a name, innit? Like when like I said earlier, when we was on about the picture thing and like seeing your own head on mad angles, you're like, so when I hear them songs, I'm like,
cringe out and that.
Yeah, but I have to like understand, it's a long time. It's like 15 something.
Yeah, like the tune I was on about, I'm sure it was uploaded 12 years ago, and still when it was uploaded 12, it was a couple of years old. So it's longer than 12. Like some of them are on YouTube from like a couple of years ago, whatever. But they're like 15 years old tracks and that.
Old, bro.
Yeah, there's a YouTube actually called Manchester Grime. Shout out my man. I don't know who it is, and he's got like Unity sets. There's stuff with you. There's one with T.O.C and Reckless.
Yeah, big up
Unity, like a set on there, like it's like our set of you and Reckless crew and that. Like,
Reckless, they were sick at it. Like that was Rag over that.
Yeah, Rags. Cali,
Scarlett,
Twin Cali, Scarlett, or they've just brought out a new EP together called Family Business. Plug them, man.
I've seen Scarlett sent me the video through still, and I peeped it. I was just like, yo, this looks sick. It's like a little wavy thing.
Yeah. I think they've done 2 videos now. I think they dropped another one since then.
Okay.
So yeah, they're doing bits. They got like a little. I think it's a 6 or 7 track little EP with like mixture of them on each track and stuff like that. But yeah, it's hard.
Nice.
But yeah, like Reckless Crew, you know what I'm saying? They're back doing a thing, and I see like Kilo doing their LNC thing as well recently, like sort of pushing that as well. Like
every that's what you gotta do. I've learned with this, man. Like, just don't talk about the thing and just do it. And you know what I mean? Just put your head down and do it, man. Just do it. You know what I mean?
So moving on from like the T.O.C. days and that, bro, like you also used to do bits with like Block 3 and that.
Yeah, Block 3, like that was like big up Fiddy, innit? I don't know if you know my boy Fiddy, man.
I'm not sure, maybe.
Fiddy, man, like Fiddy, he's a don. Like, I met him through a few of my pals and that, and he's just one of them hands-on guys, bro. You know what I mean? Put something in front of him, he'll just touch it a bit and he'll work it out and that.
Yeah.
And obviously he loves his music. We used to go and chill up at his, blaze up, whatnot, have a, just a jam and that. And he was always on about the music, and then boom, got off, come back one day. My man's got pretty much the setup in his gaff, bro.
Yeah.
Man's built a booth with a window in and everything. I swear, like, because he just putting his hands on shit, and then boom, like, and then that kind of just formulated like the T.O.C. thing did. Like, Fiddy was just, I was making enough music. I was like, sure, I literally just had one of my tunes on Win Some competition on One Extra them times.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I was in like, I'm taking over the world, when you got that kind of mentality on you and that. So then boom, Fiddy's like added to that as well and built a booth, and we put a set up there up in his gaff and that. And then pal from Gloucester, man should look up as well, Southwest Connection, he's called Greavesy.
Yeah.
And he was living up here, Seven Sisters.
Yeah,
this is where it was based, innit?
Right, okay.
And that's where Pickford Court, the 3rd block from the main road, from Chorlton Road, 3rd block from the front, that's Block 3, innit? That's where the name originates. So
right, okay.
Me, Fiddy and Greaves going through hard time in our lives, fucking making music to get through it, living together. We formulated Block 3, and then through that, then the T.O.C, like the older, we was all family. Don't get it wrong. But then through that, like Kilo and then Bailey's and Berkey and everyone, Ferbs and that, XP as well. XP was like he was the engine for that shit at one point because he's a beast in the studio. He goes in, he sets pace, and then you jump. You know what I mean? So it was all a collective thing, but it rooted from Fiddy. You know what I mean? It rooted from Fiddy.
And did you do like a tape together? Because when I was doing my research, I'm not too clued up on the Block 3 days, if I'm honest. Like, I can't really remember much about it. But when I've been doing my research, like I seen like a couple tracks, and it had like from back in the day, and it's like the tracks of yours, but it was like the cover was like a Block 3 like tape.
Fiddy
did you do? What was it called? Was it called like Manchester Music or something? I don't know if that was just what it said on the picture.
I think it just Manchester Music. That wasn't the title. Because
it was like arches, and then the used man were like photoshopped to the side or something, or someone like was something like that. Anyway,
I've got it at home. What? I'm talking probably about 10 years ago. Fiddy knocked my door. I just had a big bag full of CDs and like that. Over, all the tunes we've been making, I've just threw them together and then boom. And that was it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's it. I've still got one of them CDs at home, and the wickedest thing is I've never listened to it. I've never put it in and press play.
Why?
I just, like I say, I don't, with the music, I just kind of make it and move on. Like with my music on my YouTube channel, I don't watch none of that, bro. Like, it's up, it's out now.
I think a lot of people who create things, like not just music, like, because I do it, when I first started doing this, I was like watching my episode, and I'm like bored the next day. Oh God, I might just watch my episode again, gassed a bit. But that novelty very quickly wears off. Like we was talking off camera, like I hate listening back to the podcast now because of my own voice. It's not a fan like you, so I can relate to that. So like I'm the same now. I've not watched a podcast since like episode 10 or something. This is 20. I just do it and move on.
That's it.
So,
best way, innit? That's it. Pull it under the rug. you know, and keep going, next one, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's why, I guess that's why I've not put it on as well. Yeah. And plus it's like that as well. I feel like cringy and that, because a lot of the songs on there, the way we was working up in the block 3, we were just hopping in, bro. A lot of the songs we didn't even write bars for, bro.
Yeah, it's more like
spitting a few bars, jumping back in, spitting another few bars, because, you know, if you've got next man in the room who've come prepped and they've got their bar ready, or if any man who gets that song done, if the next man don't get that thing done tonight, chances are it's just going to fall in the archives and not get heard again. And I spent most of my life doing that, bro. I've got a fucking terabyte hard drive at home from the very first beat I made up until the present, bro. And I've never gone back and listened to them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just keeping it moving. But I'm also becoming well aware of, like, you could spend your whole life doing that, innit? Yeah. Just, that's sick. Getting gassed off it, listening to it 105 times. Yeah. Now the novelty's worn off, and now it falls in the archives. It never gets and
I feel like when the novelty wears off with things, you don't have the energy to, like, push it. Like, if it was a release and you, like, bash your own release or whatever, then when it actually releases, you just not got the energy to, like, promote it. And if you are promoting it, the energy comes across like, my new tune's out, rather than, go check. You know what I'm saying? Rather than a bit of that. So yeah, I hear that. So moving on from that, bro, like, you've touched on, like, a lot of artists already that you've worked with and things like that. But, like, in the Manchester scene, who does ATilly listen to? Who you listening to?
You know who I really fuck with in the Manchester scene, bro? Meeks Manny, man.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you've said that.
You know why, bro? Because I just, you know, like, as I've explained, I've did music from a kid. I like to think I'm pretty good at what I do, innit? You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm a good listener, and I think I know a good artist when I see one, and I like his thing just outside of the music as well, like what he stands for. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like he moves pretty calculated and shit like that. I like it, man. Young Don shining. I like it. He's different to the rest of the mans as well.
That's why I like him. He's got
his own thing. Like, fuck it, this is.
And his styles, like, out there, like the tracksuits, and, like, even the recent one, he had, like, a custom thing made with, like, music notes, like, just different. And it's not the Nike tracksuit that everyone's got, or this or that.
That's it. I seen something. He's on about the tracksuits and that, like, he's on about the certain outfits he was wearing in a certain video, like, saying how each outfit he wore was, like, representing, is a statement for a certain thing. Right. But he's saying a lot of dons wouldn't even know that, based on they're just looking at the clout, the drip of what it actually
or what
is.
Brand is that.
Yeah, but it actually stands for something. And I couldn't tell you, like, thoroughly what it was. It was on one of his posts seen on the gram, like, about a year ago.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just like, right, like, that's what made me think, he's calculated, this kid, you know what I mean?
Thinks things through.
Yeah. I like to say, like, I like his shit, he's very good. So, yeah, I fuck with Meeks heavily, bro, heavily.
Yeah, man. Who else are you feeling? Is anyone, like, because obviously he's, like, a rapper, is anyone, like, a bit out, like, that's not a rapper or anything like that people might be surprised that you're listening to, or anything, like, any singers, or just anyone in general, really?
You know,
like,
what, there's a girl I know from, like, because I'm doing a lot of drum and bass stuff at the minute, innit?
Yeah.
And this person, there's a couple of people, you know what, I'm going to say block to block, innit?
Yeah.
I'm going to say them as a whole, as a collective, they're very inspiring.
Is it Banner, or is he called? I don't
Banner.
know my man, but people have mentioned him
Jack
to me.
Banner, bro, he's a lord. He's like a Furby kind of glue at bringing people together, you know what I mean? And so as a whole, as a collective, I'll be fucking with them a lot, because a lot of talent be running through there, and you got Indicas, you got the Sallows, and that. Even Slay's over them sides now, doing a bit, like, he's doing well, he's shining as well. So it's just like, it's just the glue. It's a community of people. You go around there, they make you feel welcome. It's all love. There's never no bad energies. They're all just a bunch of people with the same thing in mind. And,
always doing little, like, pop-up things in the park and that as well. I love that shit.
Yeah, I was there the last bank holiday. I went gym and that. I was walking back through the park. seen them brewing the barbecue, bro. Went on, gripped a shower, I was back out there, bro. Like, and that was like when all day. That's what I mean. It builds community, man.
Yeah.
They've got man from other countries coming to jump on his radio station.
That's mad.
Last time I was there, some geezers just been on the train, coach for 6 hours from Devon. That when he got to the coach station to get that coach, it had been delayed for 3 hours, but waited the 3 hours, then still done the 6 hours to get to Banners to get on the decks, bro.
Mad.
You know what I mean? That's like
that's hunger, that innit? Like he's on it, like.
But that's what man are doing all over for man. You know what I mean? Like coming from far and wide. So yeah, second guys, block to block, bro. Them as a whole, Banner at the top. He's the glue, but everyone is there with him, helping out. Yeah, man. I've got actually music coming out with them. I'm working on a drum and bass. Well, with Banner, a drum and bass EP, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
What, with him doing the beats? And
nah, I'm making the beats. It's my songs. He's just saying, yo, come put them out with us, innit?
Oh, right, okay, like,
it's
man.
like family, bro. Like, I remember when, family, bro. So I'm gonna drop it on there with them, see how it goes.
They've got that drum and bass, like their target. I've got a big target audience for drum and bass. So why did they do that a lot? So I get that. It makes sense.
It makes sense, innit? Yeah. So and he's a friend as well, innit? So it's like, if you say, yo, I like this, what you're doing there, he believes in it enough to say, oh, fuck with this. Then why wouldn't I? And it's so, that's something in the works I've got coming. Yeah,
man, that's sick. So, speaking of like working with people and stuff and like still on the money scene, is anyone that you would like to work with that you haven't already? Or is there anyone that you are working with, any little collabs? I think I know about one of yours.
Yeah.
What someone told me about, yeah.
Who's that?
I heard on the grapevine you got a tune with Britters and Kane.
Yeah, I do actually. I do. You know what? That's actually a hard tune as well.
Yeah, no.
It's nice.
I've heard it.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, not all of it. I've heard like a little.
Right.
A little snippet of it, like just a little. Because what Britters and Kane, like, he'll wind me up. He'll just send me like little snippets and go check this.
Okay.
And it'll be like him. And then his verse will end off, and then I'll hear you come in, and he'll turn it off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, was that Tilly? And he'll just put eyes back to me and that, like, you get me?
You know what? That is going to be a thumper, you know. With that was mad, because it's mad how the universe works, isn't it? Because I've been seeing him do his thing, and he shouted, around about the times one of my songs got signed with Mike Skinner, I was like doing a thing there, and then shit was going a bit weird and that, like, not with like the whole Mike Skinner thing, but just in myself, like, I was kind of coming away from music in a sense, like, kind of resenting it in a way, over story, but yeah, flipping, Britters and Kane hit me up, like, yo, should we do a tune? And I remember seeing it, but I never got back to him, and then I seen him doing his thing, and I felt like a right dick to pop up, like, yo,
now he was doing his thing.
Yeah, I felt like, you know what I mean? I'm going to look like one of them, even though it wouldn't have been that, bro. Like, and then it's mad, like, because I'm thinking, and I'm sure he popped up to me. Like I think I may have popped up to him. Well, who cares, like, when?
Yeah.
But he just remember, he's just like, we ended up chatting, and then he's like, I've got beats, though. And I sent him this beat, bro, and then what he sent me back was fucking mad.
He's nuts, bro. He's nuts.
Mad.
His work rate, like I say, his work rate is just like, he's nuts. And one thing I love about Britters and Kane is he's trying to work with everyone, bro. And I love that. I'm all about, like, we was just touching on like community and everyone being like, you get me? You don't have to be fucking best mates with everyone, but if everyone can like get along and people, if people like. Maybe before this interview, some people would be like Tilly and Britters and Kane on a tune, like, they would never think that. But then when they hear the tune, they'll be like, right, this is absolutely nuts. And then it just makes me think, like, personally, when he sends me, and I'm like, yo, was that Tilly?
Yeah.
And he's he's like, just having a little laugh at me, and that makes me think then, like, right, like, how sick would it be to hear like Tilly and this man, or them two man with them two man, and things like that, like that you probably wouldn't think of previously. Do you know what I mean?
It, bro. Like, I've always just kind of did my own thing, but I do want to work with people. I want to work with some singers, man.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? There's someone in mind, no name I won't mention right now, in case it don't come to fruition.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do want to work with some singers, man.
Yeah.
I want to start making a lot more beats for people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm saying my story now. I kind of feel like I've got my momentum going with what I'm doing. Now I just want to start really working with other people, getting singers on my beats, rappers, making some drum and bass tunes, whatever, as long as it feels good, bro. Make it, innit? You know what I mean? One of them. Yeah.
So where you have like a home setup, don't you?
Yeah.
So when you're saying you want to work with people, would that involve like getting them down to yours, making a beat, doing a session? Can you do all that there, or like what's your setup like? Is that what you've got there? Yeah.
I can do bro. All you need these days is a laptop, some headphones, and a mic, and it. You know what I mean? Like I've got a setup though, but at the raw basics, that's all you need. Yeah. But yeah, I can do it all from home, bro. That's where I do it from. But it's nice to get out and about, so like I do go from this studio to that studio from time to time, and or make my stuff at home, send it to so and so to mix, or send it to that person to master. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's what all my tracks are about. On the perch ones, bro, is just about being in the gaff, getting it. You know what I mean? I'm on my perch, bro. My gaff is the perch. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'll be in there getting it. Got my set up there, it's adequate enough, so I'll bring them through.
Yeah, man. So yeah, any singers, hit him up. I think I know a few singers like we could probably put you in contact with through like Treehouse, like that are wanting to work with rappers and things like that. So we'll try and make that happen for you, man.
All I need to do is listen to someone a bit, and if I organically feel them, bro, I'm just like, I can cook for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, put them on to me.
Yeah, man. So just quickly before we get into like, you just touched on like YouTube and like you've built your own little thing. We'll touch on that in a minute. One thing I just want to like delve into, bro, is like obviously we've touched on your producer, you make your own beats, all that sort of stuff. Like you make beats for people, you record yourself, you write your own, all that. Yeah, he does everything. And then just recently, well, I'd say probably about 12 months ago, he started like filming, editing, doing your own videos. Was it about 12 months ago? Was it Mumsies Chain? It was about 11 months ago, I think, maybe.
Yeah. I got
upload.
Yeah, actually, I got a notification of a day on Facebook saying Mumsies Chain did it 12 months ago. So yeah, just
yeah. Because like I say, I watched it last night, so it says it there, doesn't it? When it was uploaded. So I couldn't remember if it was 11 or 12. But so for the past year, you've been filming, editing, doing your own videos as well.
Yeah, bro.
Like, why are you a madman? Because like this is what people will be watching. Like some people who do music will thinking he's a madman. He mustn't sleep. He mustn't eat. He must have no friends. He must do nothing but film and edit because it's so time consuming. And it like, do you know what I mean?
It's more headache, bro, because you know what you want to do and you don't know how to make it do it, and you're like, so you have to go take 10, bun and zoot, come back and get back to it, and otherwise nothing gets done. But like the Mumsies Chain video, I shot that on my camera. I actually sent the footage of that over to someone else to edit. You get me? But then the ones after that, I did myself. Treated myself for my birthday, bro, when I bought like a little gimbal. Seen these dons out here making like sick videos on the phones, bro, and I was like, rah. I'm sitting on like that big camera there, costs X amount. I just spunked dough on, but there's man out here making better videos on that.
Yeah. This is recorded on a phone.
Exactly.
4K. Like the quality of this podcast is better than some videos on like channels like HD. We're 4K, bro, and I use a phone.
That's it.
Like, it's nuts, bro.
That's it. So that's why I bought the little gimbal for my phone, bro.
Yeah.
And plus, like, I'm pretty much like my pal Fiddy, just when I put my hands on shit, like, work it out, and then I had some fun with it, bro.
Yeah.
I recorded that good and bad.
Is that is the good? Sorry, the good and bad one. Is that the one in Barracks Park where you're walking on the path in Barracks, or is that good and bad?
No, good and bad's the one where I'm sat with all the plants around me. In the
flat. That one's hard. Yeah. And then it's not the whole video, but it's like a scene where you're in. Sure, it's good and bad, bro. Are you walking in Barracks Park?
Nah, Barracks Park. No, that's Hume Park.
Hume Park. Sorry, sorry. Hume Park. Man's from there, you know. Yeah. Hume Park. Yeah. So wrong part, but where you're in a park. So that one's really good as well.
Yeah, I like that one. That's my favourite one.
Good and bad.
Yeah. No, not good and bad. The come along.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's just a nice walk through and that. You know what I mean? But again, I did that on my phone. Gimbal. Yeah. Oh, every one of bar in the Mumsies Chain, I did on my phone, bro.
Yeah.
With your little gimbal.
And then so then you put the footage on your laptop And then what do you use, like Premiere Pro?
Premiere Pro.
Yeah, and editing there.
Editing that,
nuts, bro. We need to sit there because I'm learning editing myself for this, innit? Like I do this.
Bro, it's hard, man. Like this, like I wouldn't say I'm I'm not like a full-fledged like enthusiast for it, cause it's hard work, innit?
Yeah.
But I just know in order to, you just need a visual for it. So for your shit, for your songs, bro.
Yeah.
Rather than banging up audio, put a little visual behind it and load that instead.
Yeah.
And who's really watching how good your video is, really, innit? So that was the fear I had to get over, innit?
Yeah.
Because then I was like, running out here paying, you got to pay what you got to pay to do these videos.
But it's not cheap, is it, to do a music video?
It's not cheap, innit? So if you want to work, why not learn how to do it yourself so you can bang out a few little ones you do yourself and then bang out a few in between here and there. The bigger ones, the proper ones, which is what I'm doing, like the drum and bass ones, they're shot by, like, Jay Bannister, big up Banny.
Yeah, shout him out, man. He's doing bits at the minute. Every video pretty much we share on the pages, visuals by Jay Bannister.
That's it.
He's everywhere,
hungry. Bro. He's hungry. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's it. That's the way I see it. But if I've just got a track for a sick verse, I'm feeling the world needs to hear this, then I'm just going to shoot a quick thing for it myself. British and Kane does the same thing, and it's same format, bro. But I'm just putting a few extra little scenes in.
It's consistency, that's what it is. You've got to stay consistent and like being realistic. Unless you're a millionaire or like one of these mad trappers where you got mad P, who's got a couple £100 every other week to do a video. Yeah, exactly. That's just for the video, by the way. That's not rental cars, dogs, girls, all bottles, all that cost on top of that. Your clothes.
That's it, bro.
Like it's a madness, bro. Like so, I rate the DIY vibe. Like I'm big on that. We're the same. We do this ourselves. I was gonna do it at a studio, and it was gonna cost me X amount per episode. Yeah. So I got that X amount and spent that X amount for one episode on equipment.
Exactly.
And now I'm sat here, like you know what I mean. I'd rather, and don't get me wrong, it's not been perfect.
But bro, it's your own function. It's your castle. This.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can say, right, we do it on this day, and we do it on that. I've not got to ring. So, can we get in at this time to this time?
And when you're there waiting, setting up, hoping the bastard turns up, innit? Like, is he gonna let me down? Because if he lets you down, you still got to pay for your time that you've used.
Exactly.
And there, whereas here, you're cool, you're more comfortable, and that's what I've found, man. And like, I'm through doing it myself. Now I know what I want more when I'm going to the guy I'm giving my money to. Yeah,
that's a really good point. You know actually, because you know what you're willing to spend on, innit? Yeah, because you do it yourself. You know what's hard and what's not.
You know what I mean? If you have a bit of a bad experience with someone, you're like, I can do that myself, innit? Like, right, fix that up. You know what I mean?
I'm a quote guy, me. I get quotes. Give me a quote. Right, fuck that. I'm gonna learn that myself. I'll spend 2 hours on YouTube.
Oh, bro, I just got quoted on my laptop, man. My laptop, when I'm opening it, the back's peeling up, bro, and it's like, I can't close the lid on it, innit? Yeah. So I'm just like, the guy quoted me mad amounts of money just for a new case, because it's a gaming thing. And
right, okay. Not the one that you make beats on.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, that's it.
One I make all my shit on, so I'm just like, I'm sweating every time I'm on it. It still works and that.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna have to get a new laptop or?
Nah, I've just got to got the quote in it. I didn't like the look of it. I was like, I'm gonna have to save up a bit for that. You know what I mean?
To get it fixed.
Yeah, but like just referencing what you're saying, if I'm a quote guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, get them quotes in, innit?
Yeah, because bad people be like, yo, that guy's asked me for a quote and never. If I've asked you for a quote and never shouted you back, you're on me, innit? You rumbled me now. I just blew myself up. So yeah, bro, just like before we sort of like finish up and wrap up, I just want to go through like your latest releases, because like I say, obviously you're doing the filming and all that yourself. Yeah. Like that's nuts. You do the beats yourself. Like it's just mad. Like for anyone who doesn't do music, you might be thinking, fucking, I was making a big deal of this. But if you do music, you know that it is a big deal. Like to do all of them things is a madness. Like for yourself as well. So we'll just run through. Like I think I've got them all in order here anyway. So like the first one was like Mumsies Chain. Yeah. So like, because obviously this was like the first one you filmed yourself. Why did you decide to do that? Was it what you just said a minute ago, where you've got tunes and you want to get the visual out there, so you're thinking, right, let's just have a crack at it?
You know what it was? It was pretty much that, and I just got this nifty new Canon camera. I was like, I want to put this to work.
Yeah.
let me use it. I like when I'm looking, like, I'm an arty guy, so when I'm looking at, I'm a guy who's really looking at a picture and it, like, look at that, how's he got that shading and that light in there?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's what I want to do, and I want to slowly but surely learn that shit. So when I got that camera, it was just like, yeah, let's start, innit?
Yeah.
Like, then made Mumsies Chain.
Yeah.
Had that song anywhere, it's like, you gassed off it, the world needs to hear this, got the camera out, bro.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of my favourite tunes of yours. Like, through everything, I really like that one. So from there we went to Chilling Freestyle.
Yeah.
And then I Don't Know. I think.
Yeah, I Don't Know, the video on that. I really, you know what? I was in a barber shop the other day, man, in R&B Cuts. And he put that video on, and it's like I say, I don't go back and look at him. So I was in the shop like, oh no, he's putting his
like hiding and that.
So, what the fuck? And then I was looking at it like, right, this is decent, isn't it? Like, I made that video, bro. Put a black sheet on the wall in my bedroom, bro.
Yeah.
Put a black sheet on the wall. Stood in
what, like a bed sheet? Sort
bed sheet.
Yeah,
bro.
standard.
Strip my bed, bro. Put it on the wall.
Yeah, it's real. We got a fucking black bin bag covering the window there. You get me? You can't see that.
DIY, innit?
Yeah, it works though, innit? You get me?
That's it. So yeah, that's how I did that. But when looking back on that, I thought, it's a good video. I'm proud of that one.
Yeah.
Proud of that one.
And then obviously on the perch, my fucking spell checks on the porch. You know, I can't believe that. Holding the porch down. But yeah, so on the perch 1 and 2.
Yeah.
You touched on them before there, like about like being in the gaff.
Yeah.
And setting up shop basically and doing your thing, like the beats and all that.
Changing your, like, that's it. That's about setting up shop basically, overcoming shit. That's what my music's about, bro. It's about overcoming, innit? It's about going, right, I've been through some shit, seen some shit, whatnot. You gotta keep it moving though, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so and then obviously we had Come Along. Another big tune. They're all big tunes, to be fair. Like, obviously, man's a fan of yours, innit? We listen to the music and that. So, Come Along, Good and Bad, and then the most recent one is Empathy, which is in the playlist as well. Like, we playlisted that one on Apple, and I think it was on the was it on the last update that? Yeah, I think it was on the yeah, it was actually, because when I'd done it, I spelt it wrong initially, and I went to post it, and as I was tagging you, I seen that I'd put like the letters were there, but I put like the A and the P the wrong way around. And I was literally, bro, I'd done the post on the laptop, made the video on my phone with the track in the back, gone downstairs, I was sat there, I think it was the Euro games was on, so I was ready to watch the Euros, and then I was about to post it, and as I went to tag you, I seen it, and I've done it before on the odd occasion, I just let it slide, and I thought it's one of them, I'm out the house now, but I was in the house, I thought literally 2 seconds to go upstairs.
That's good.
So I did it, I went and changed it, so I know it was definitely in the last one, because man spelled it wrong. But so that one as well, that was like the most recent one. Also as well, one that I've not wrote in it, you did one with I can't remember the name, bro, I've not wrote it down, the one with your uncle who done the
was it my Uncle Conrad, innit? Yeah,
that's it, Uncle.
Was that Come and Go?
Was that Come and Go? Because you had Come Along and then Come and Go. Because when I interviewed N-Wizzy, we touched on like Kilo, and then we spoke about you, and then I said, oh yeah, he's got a new one called Come Along, and then he said, nah, it's Come and Go. Okay. And I was like, oh, I'm not sure. So I think because they come out around similar time, didn't they? So was that like your uncle who played?
Yeah, my uncle played the guitar on that, bro. I made the beat, and then like, I love my uncle to bits, and it's I got more of a stronger connection with him. He looks just like my mum and that, you know what I mean? So like, when I see him, and he's just, we always have a chat, and he's a sick guitarist, fam, you know what I mean? So it's like, from a kid, we always talked about making a song together, and then it's just like, it was like, no time like the present kind of thing, innit? And plus, I never felt adequate enough to be fucking with him on a musical level as a kid, but now I'm grown up, mature. It's like, let's do it.
It's a good fit and that,
yeah. So I just sent him over the song, and then he sent me back just bare different takes, like, of what he's did, and I've just gone through it, took what I needed, and
that's sick, man.
That, bro,
that's sick. Like, with family, innit? Like, working with family, that's proper.
That's it.
So, just like sort of one thing as well, bro, like with you, are you a barber? Like, I seen you cutting.
Oh yeah, man.
Like, what's this about? Like, because I've seen
learning.
bits. Yeah. So you're in training at the minute to be a barber, then? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm cutting if I'm fair, bro. I can cut in it, but it's just nice to have. I'm not fully at that point where I wanna be in it. So that's why I'm like.
So you're not as pushing it as much, right? Okay.
I'm pushing it, but with my peeps who I know.
Yeah.
With all my pals and that, but it's getting there. It's looking nice, bro. Yeah. Like anytime I'm taking someone around to R&B's, like R&B cuts, like even Rich here, he's 20 something years in the game. He's like nice, bro. Like he's coming on, bro. So yeah, give it a few months. I'm gonna be mobile, bro. I'll be coming down here to
you're doing my G. I'll get you in because I normally get my hair cut on a Friday afternoon, on my lunch in work, innit? Yeah. So, but there's been times where I've not had time to get a trim and that. So I'm be like, yo, Tilly, can you come to the loft?
That's
and trim man
bro.
Up?
These are my intentions, man. Yeah. I just want I've done them shitty jobs, bro. Like sitting in offices and whatnot, innit? So since I've been back out and getting back, when I started getting in that grind of working for the man and that, everyone's got to do it, innit?
Yeah. Especially if you've got kids and
all of that, yeah. But it was just like, I just found myself sat there wanting to be doing what it is I'm actually doing now, innit? So it's just like, so I took the initiative like, nah, fuck this, I'm going to do what it is I want to do, innit? And learn a new career and whatnot, like being a barber and focus.
So is that something that you've wanted to do for a while, is be a barber?
Yeah, like for the past couple of years, innit? But you know what it is when you're in that kind of grind there, you're scared to take that leap out, innit? Yeah. So when kind of use COVID for that, innit? Like, you know,
it's comfortability, innit? Like if you're in a job that you might not like, but you get paid X amount a month and you know, your bills come out of that and you're left with X amount and you're just used to living that life for like a couple of years, you get like you say, you get anxiety of taking that jump in it. Like some people doing it like
before you know it, you're 50, knocky 60, bro. Like, like so like no time like present. That's why I'm like, yeah, fuck it, get it now. You want to cut hair, go cut hair. Yeah. You know what I mean? Bit nervous at first. Of course, you're going to be nervous, but fuck it, go in there, fuck up a few times, and then you'll be good at it, innit? Yeah. Same with the music. You don't know how to make a video, right? Have a bash, innit? Yeah. Put it together, da-da-da-da-da. Anyone wants to say it's shit or have something to say about it, they ain't the peeps to be fucking with. Simple. That's it. Just being logical about things and just try to have fun and be happy with the process as well, bro. You know what I mean?
100%, man. I agree with everything you just said there. That's proper, man. So one thing, the reason I brought the hairdressing thing up, because man has like a little head in it. What do you call him? What?
Korean Jesus.
I forgot the name, and it had some fucked name, you know. I was on Instagram now going through stories, looking for content and that. This was like a time ago, innit? Amanda seen Tilly fucking with his head like in a thing. Now man's got some long, the head, not Tilly, in it has got like bare long hair and that. Yeah, man's like combed up and he's cutting it and that, and then he's like Korean Jesus. Yeah, man had a laugh at that. And then a couple of weeks later, man's got like a different trim on it, and then he's like he's looking nice now. And
what do they call him? South Korean Jesus, that day, innit? Do you ever watch 21 Jump Street?
Yeah.
He's in there and he's like, oh, stop fucking praying to Korean Jesus. Stop praying to Korean Jesus. Like, so I love all the comedy shit, bro.
I've seen on your story actually, because you do like this mad voice and it cracks me up, bro. Man's like, you was at your gaff and he was like, I don't know what, he was like feds outside or it's OT and it, something was going on.
Oh yeah.
The man's like, what's going on here, lad, and all this.
Yeah. I know what you mean still. Oh fuck yeah.
Gives me joke because I think, why man, you know why it makes me laugh? Because I think he's been in his gaff, probably making the same beat for about 5 hours. Yeah. And then just come on the balcony and just having a laugh, just stepping out of there, innit, basically, out of that zone of being creative, like.
Go and chat some shit out the window and then get back on job, innit? Yeah.
It's just funny, I related to it because I'm like, I'll be doing something and then I'm like, right, I need a break, and I'll get up, go and get a drink, and I was like, go and wind my missus up for like 5 minutes. Yeah. She's like, fuck off, you not got stuff to do on the laptop. I'm like, right, I'm going now. And gone in it and gone. You just need that little break, innit?
You need to do it, bro. You need to do it, yeah. For real, G.
Yeah, so like just to wrap up on, bro, like what have you got planned for the rest of this year? We got like, are you getting any bookings? Is that like a thing for you? Are you looking to get bookings?
You know what? That's one thing I really want to do, bro. Like, because you like you say, you listen to my music, so you'll probably tell the story I'm telling him was that I want to get back out gigging. So I've been good booked for that Origin. Is it Origin?
I was going to say, have you been booked on that? That's why I brought it up. And if not, I was going to have a word with the geezer and say, come on.
Yeah, like he booked me for that. Is it October one?
Yeah.
October,
so I don't think they've announced the October ones. I think they're on September.
Little for anyone who wants to fucking get down.
Yeah, it's like, it will be good. They're all good events. We're going to like, fuck it. Every time they announce one, I'm like, right, I've got to go to that one.
Yeah.
Like,
Yous are on it, man. I respect your grind, man. Yous like every morning, I says to you when I get up, see your post and that, like, I know what these are on. Because I'm on the same shit. These man are getting up and getting to work and that.
Yeah, well, we had a conversation in DMs about it, didn't we? About the quote of the day you're on about, innit? We do that every morning and like, it will only get like maybe 10 to 20, 30 likes, whatever. But the core 10, you're in that core. I know who's up. You get me at what times we post that, and I'm like, right, Tilly's up. You get me? Like,
that's it, bro.
I see it. There's a couple of people like yourself who are like up early, and I just think grafters, bro.
That's
so
it,
there is grafters, and probably psychopaths who can't sleep like me. I can't sleep, bro.
Punching walls and that.
It's 3 a.m. So yeah, like what have you got coming for 2021? Have you got any new music on the way?
Planning to stay consistent, man.
Yeah.
Planning to have something drop like every month.
When's that BK feature dropping? The Britters and Kane.
You know what, bro? I hit him up like long ago for the verse, and he's not like, I need his stems.
Is it your tune or his tune?
It's my tune.
Your tune. You do the beat.
Like, I made the beat. Right. I made the beat. This is what I can't remember who pushed for a little collab. I think it may have been him. Sorry, BK, if I'm wrong.
It probably was him because I know what he's like. He's hungry guy, then, to work with, man. I love that.
I was like, yo. But then I said, yo, he's on his thing, bro. Then like, I was really on my beat thing at that point, like, because I go through phases. I want to be a musician, then I just want to, fuck all. I
was going to be a producer.
I had a hot beat. I thought, he'd murdered that. So I was like, I've got a beat for it. Bro.
Yeah.
Then sent him my verse over, and then he sent me back his mazza, his madness, bro. It was
we need that. Like I say, I only heard like a little bit.
But like that's what I mean. I've got shit in the pipeline, bro. I've got a potential tune with pros there, but whether that happens or not, we don't know, innit? But that's there. If not, actually, I've got XP on that one now.
So with pros as well.
If pros comes through his verse, he can get on it. But if he doesn't,
it's
then
just you and
XP, innit?
Yeah,
simple,
hard. Burst Gang link up and that. We've not even touched on Burst Gang. This is what I'm saying, man. Let's scrap this. We'll carry on, and we'll talk about Burst Gang. Sorry, go
on. And then I've got these drum and bass songs coming out. I've got 3 of them wrapped up. Got 1 video done for that. I've got 2 that I'm just penning in as well. And then, like, that's out external to the stuff I want to be dropping each month as well.
This is, like, in relation to your channel with the other empathy and good and bad and that.
Yeah, bro. So, I'm just planning to stay active, bro.
Yeah. So, you sat on bare music then?
Yeah, I've got loads there, but I really want to start pushing a lot of beats out. I'm going to start putting some beat projects out, man.
Yeah.
Like 5.
Do you do the beat pack thing? Because I've had them into my DMs. Into the DMs and the emails. I don't know why people are sending me beats. I'm not a rapper. But like you'll get like beat packs where you just bang 10 beats in like a zip file. Do you do things like that, or do you not really do that?
You can do that, that's it, and it just boom, throw them out, innit?
Well, anyone on here who needs beats, hit him up, innit? We'll do it that way. Shout us. Well, not me. Shout Tilly. Don't shout me. So just sorry, bro. I fucking completely. I can't even believe I've not wrote it down. The Burst Gang thing. I've even got a Burst Gang tee and I've not wore it. I've let the thing down. My bad. So like obviously you're a part of Burst Gang with Hypes,
XP, Hypes, and LZ.
DJ L's, innit? LZ. So like, what's that like? Like, do you still do things now? Like, obviously. See them, man. Like people still like XP calls himself now XP Burst Gang when he's online, so it's easier to find. And like obviously Hype says Burst Gang, and like I know I've heard you say it still, and things like it does still get said, but it's not as pushed as much as it once was. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, like I'm not part of Burst Gang no more.
Oh, why you not? Right.
I've not been part of it for years, bro. I enjoyed it when we were doing it. I loved it. I had some good opportunities, like, through that, like, shut down bare raves and you know what I mean, shook a lot of hands through that and that. But like, I think it was around about them times I just went on a different path, innit? Like I started doing my own thing with regards to working and met some bird and that, so I couldn't become very distant to things, you know what I mean? And then for the good as well, because we were living fast, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We were living fast, bro, constantly out and shit like that.
So you didn't leave like Burst Gang on like bad terms?
No,
I was going to say like you've got a tune with XP and all that.
Oh, definitely not. Nah, never. Like,
because it's like I say, it's Burst Gang, but like I say, it's not pushed as it once was. Like you had, I remember like there was a time where you had the T's and you've done like a press campaign, and it was what was that tune? He's done like a tune as well. Was it Dem Man or something like that, or Usman or something like that? Usman, that's a big tune as well. Like I remember them times in it, but it's not pushed as it once was.
Yeah, like he was just. It's hard to get fucking a number of people on the same thing, bro. Yeah. This is what I've had throughout my whole life or music career, should we call it, from being kids. It's like trying to herd cats, bro. You know what I mean? It's literally like that. Yeah. Getting people to studios, getting them to getting man to come through with a That's why I was just like, no, fuck all this. I can do it myself. I'll make the video, I'll make the beat, I'll write the fucking song, and I'll push it out myself, and and I'm having fun with it. So rather than, you know what I mean?
It's proper.
You know what I mean? Like, so but like all the best to them, innit? Like,
of course,
he's one of the best on the map,
bro. Honestly, I said it to him. Is like literally is my favorite MC of all time, bro.
Bro, like he was a beast, like from Block 3 days, bro. Like he'll come. And when he's in the room, you're just like, oh, he's getting on the tune, innit? You want him on the tune, but you're like, oh, he's going to be good on the tune. Or he's going to be like, what you writing? Writing, G? Show us, innit? Nah, you know what I mean? Won't show you the verse, bro, till it's writ, and he'll jump in, do 1, 2 tape, bust it up, then he's on to the next one. But he matured in the thing, I'd say. XP, you know, for the writing or the just... He knew his steez from young. He had his box, whereas we was all finding our feet, like scratching our heads 3 bar deep, and he just knew it. So it's just like grateful to have come up round man like that, innit, to show you levels and like, yo, that's how you need to be.
It really is levels in it, and I think like just as a grime MC in general, like he's not talked about enough in my opinion.
Nah, he's definitely not.
He's definitely not. Like I say, he's my favourite MC of all time, bro. I'm a massive grime fan. When he was here, I was like, after we interviewed him, I was like, yo, do you want to do a quick freestyle? And he's like, I said, bro, come on, man. And we got something out of him, do you know what I mean? Because he's just got so many bars in his head. Like, it's nuts. Like, the freestyle he did for us was like a mixture of like a couple new ones, couple old ones, couple classic ones, or like reload bars type things, like the Caroline Flack thing, or you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just nuts, bro. He's just absolutely nuts. So that is sick. That
I've never heard someone who say they don't like him, bro. So that says a lot, innit? Like, you know, you can hear man in the background and they're just in the background, but then you hear a set guy and you're like, oh, who's that one? You're like, you're a bit more ears. He's that guy, bro. He's got that effect. So he always has since a year. Yeah. From when he used to spit dead fast and that. So his name was Express, innit? Yeah. He was the first T.O.C, bro. He just used to spit bare fast. Like, sick though, bro.
It's hard.
Levels.
So you've got something potentially there with X then.
Yeah, bro, potentially. Actually, I made a beat for him and his pal. He's got a pal called Littles. Or Lils or something like that, and he's sick as well. I made a beat for them at like more beginning of the year, and he sent me over the master to that. I actually was gonna message him the other day, actually, say, yo, when's that coming out? But I've not, you know what I mean? But I will do. He'll be coming out soon, surely.
Yeah, he's got a project, like he's doing delivery mixtape too, and that. He's got shit coming himself, so it might even be on there, bro. You never, or could sing single leading up to it or whatever.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, that's it, man. Getting yourself like producing beats for people like XP as well, because he's obviously a really popular guy, innit? So that's what you want, man. So tap in with Tilly. We'll put all your links below. We'll put the Spotify, the Apple, and his YouTube as well, because obviously, like he said, he's done all his videos, well, all of them bar the Mumsies Chain edit. And he filmed that one, he just didn't edit it, so go and tap in with that. We'll put all his socials below. drop a comment below and tell him we want the BK feature dropping. Because trust me, I've heard a snippet of that and it's proper. And yeah, that's it from us. Like I say, make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe. Tap in with Tillys stuff. And yeah, that's it from us. Take it easy. We'll be back in a few months with season 2. So take it easy. Safe.